warm today. Driving in, there were a couple of spits on my windshield, but then that was it.
I like to use that. I always say a couple spits as well. We have so much to talk about in this forecast. We've had a very, very dicey last few days across Northeast Ohio. Storms on Thursday night, leading towards the pop-ups of showers and thunderstorms again for today, and also the heat that's headed our way as well. So radar is lighting up right now. Series of troughs is kind of bringing in some isolated thunderstorm activity down in Knox and also Morrow counties in the last half hour. They had a severe thunderstorm warning. So my focus, at least over the next half hour or so, is likely going to be down towards Richland, Ashland County, Holmes County, and eventually moving into Wayne County as well. I'll put this in a little bit of a motion for you. You can see that we do have some convection moving through Richland County right now, south on 71. Again, this activity is moving over towards the east. So Mansfield, Lucas, and even Belleville, you're going to be getting a little bit of isolated thunderstorm activity over the next 15 to 20 minutes. Wheeler, Blooming Grove, Bailey Lakes also going to be getting a little bit of activity. So this is mainly 30 and also south, and then it's also stretching up towards the north as well. So Bronson, North Garfield, you can see there, Sherman, even towards Norwalk, you've got a little bit of an isolated shower there for you as well. We're sticking with this trend. This afternoon garden variety type activity is what we've been accustomed to so far in this summer season, all because of that dome of high pressure down towards the south. This activity, again, following along with it, that southwest to northeast flow of wind speeds. We do have some rain-cooled air. Look at that, back towards Mansfield. They're in the 60s right now, out ahead of that shower activity, some low 80s and even some upper 70s. Even though you'll get a little bit of isolated shower here, maybe a rumble or two there, it should be clearing out here. So again, it's not going to be anything too terribly widespread. As a result of that rain-cooled and storm-cooled air, we've seen temperatures drop as a result of that. But again, it's going to be hit and miss for the rest of the evening into the overnight. Temperatures flirting back into the upper 60s overnight tonight, and I think most locations will likely hang out in the mid to low 60s. No 50s are to be expected here, and you can see a little bit of cooling happening over towards Chardon, some of the most rural areas getting down to about 61, 62 degrees. Monday and Tuesday, the warm front arrives. Temperatures start to elevate a little bit. By Wednesday and Thursday, that dome of high pressure, that ridge of heat down south is going to be moving over towards the east. It's already reflecting right now over in Pierre. They hit 96 degrees earlier. They're at 94 right now. Kansas City in the low 90s, along with St. Louis, even Little Rock and Jackson coming in about 90, 91 degrees. So this is how it moves here. You can see that dome of high pressure really combining and moving over towards the Tennessee, Ohio River Valley, and this takes us through early next week that we start to get that trough of cooler air arriving back in. But cooler meaning very light. Okay, this is not going to be in the 50s nor even in the 40s. As far as the heat advisories go, a lot of people wondering, are we going to be in a heat advisory once we get to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week? This is where we are, and this is the criteria for that. So heat index at 100 degrees, and I don't think we're going to make that. Lydia was speaking about 98, 99 degrees. That is the heat index. Relative humidity combined with actual temperature takes into account the moisture content. Our moisture content is likely going to elevate, so we could be likely talking about upper 90s to mid 90s as far as heat index is concerned. Here's your National Design Mart week ahead. Again, a few isolated showers going to be expected. We're going to keep that trend going. Not until we get to Wednesday and Thursday that surge of heat arrives, and we're likely to see a few more showers and thunderstorms move on through. That is going to be the narrative once we get into Wednesday and Thursday and even Friday of this week with high temperatures, again, into the 90s. We prepare ourselves beginning now.